Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and The Ordinary is one of the most popular and most hyped skincare brands out there right now. They seem to be everywhere, and because I'm a firm believer in taking care of yourself, and especially in getting good value, I wanted to see what the hype was all about. I have the Ordinary Squalane Cleanser and the Mineral UV Filters SPF 15, which is essentially a cleanser and daytime moisturizer combo, but they're also some of The Ordinary's most popular products. While I'm going to review these, I'm also going to be comparing them to the things that I currently use in my skincare routine. I'm really passionate about saving and investing my money, but I love to buy things and use products that give me a lot of value, so today we're going to see who does it better. We're going to be comparing The Ordinary to my current skincare routine based off of packaging, appearance, texture, feel, how I feel when using the product, and whether it's worth the hype and gives you good value. And if you're interested in any of these products, I have them linked down in the description. It seems like customers are loving The Ordinary so far, but I think it'd be extraordinary if you hit that like button and subscribe, because I would really appreciate it, and seeing that blue like button would really make my day. But before we jump into the review, a little context about me is that I started caring about skincare when I was like 11 or 12 years old because I saw that I needed to care. I was born with eczema and I've always had really sensitive skin, and when I was younger, my whole body would turn red randomly, and it was especially bad on my face. If you've watched any of my older videos, you probably noticed that my hands are kind of red, and that's because it's getting colder and my hands get really dry. But on my face, my skin has always been really sensitive, and I have combination skin, which means some parts are dry and some parts are oily. Even the smallest things could irritate my skin, whether that's eating something weird, a change in temperature, or using the wrong product. But along the way, it's been quite a journey to find products that work for me, and I've used a lot of things over the years. I know what works and what doesn't, and I can judge how effective a product will be pretty easily because I've used so many things in the past. It's 2020 and guys need to start caring about their skin because it's not just for women or celebrities or actors, it's for everyone. And also in 2020, we're all wearing masks and that can irritate your skin, so it's more important now than ever. But enough about me, let's jump into the review. So before we start the review and comparison, let me tell you about what I currently use for my skincare routine. I use products from a brand called Flex Skincare, which is a newer company that specializes in skincare products specifically for men. I'm going to review the cleansers first and then talk about the moisturizers. So the Squalane cleanser from The Ordinary comes in this nice little tube, and the opening is on the bottom. It has a really minimal design with just the brand, the description, and just the same color throughout the entire tube. Next up, we have the cleanser from Flex Skincare. So looking at the packaging, we have a larger bottle that's transparent and you can see all the cleanser inside. If we're looking at appearance, it also has a very minimal design with just the brand name, the description of what it is, and the red accents for color. If we're looking at the packaging between the Ordinary cleanser and the Flex Skincare cleanser, I'd have to say that the Ordinary cleanser is a little bit easier because the opening's on the bottom, so you're working with gravity, where the Flex Skincare cleanser, you're gonna have to turn upside down in order to get it out. So the Squalane cleanser from The Ordinary comes in this nice little bottle, and when I put it on my hands, it has a really smooth texture, but it feels a little bit oily, and I feel like that might not be the best for my combination skin. But it does feel pretty lightweight, and it doesn't feel super greasy on the skin. But let's check out the texture of the Flex Skincare cleanser. When I put it in my hands, I see that it's also very lightweight, but the Flex Skincare cleanser is oil-free, so it's a little less greasy than the Ordinary one. The oil-free characteristic of the Flex Skincare cleanser makes it feel a lot lighter and a lot less greasy, so for feel, I'm gonna have to give it to Flex. But now let's move on to the moisturizers. In terms of packaging and appearance, the moisturizer from The Ordinary is identical to the cleanser. You have the brand name on top, a quick description, and a uniform color along the entire tube. We have the same opening on the bottom, but yeah, it's pretty much the exact same as the cleanser. Next, we have the moisturizer from Flex Skincare, and as you can see, it comes in this cool little cylinder. The cylinder is actually a pump, and you get the moisturizer out by just pressing on top. But the coolest part about the Flex Skincare moisturizer is that there's a little platform on the bottom, and every time you pump it, it keeps on coming up. That way you use every last drop of the moisturizer, so you're not wasting any of it. For packaging, appearance, and design, I have to give this one to Flex Skincare because the pump is so efficient. In terms of feel, the moisturizer from The Ordinary is really heavy. It seems to leave like a film on my hands, and it seems to be really greasy, and it's really hard to wash off. In terms of feel, the moisturizer from Flex Skincare is a lot more lightweight. It's oil-free, so it's a lot less greasy, and it seeps into the skin a lot easier. When talking about feel, I have to give this one to Flex Skincare again because the Ordinary moisturizer just felt way too heavy for me. But now, let's put these on my face. Wait a second. So I've been using these products for a little bit now, and I want to share my experiences with both. So let's start with the Ordinary. Before I start, I have to put on a headband so that my hair stays out of my face when I'm washing. To start, you always want to rinse your face with warm water just to get your face wet. And now, let's put on the Squalane cleanser. I put the cleanser into my hands, and then I apply it to my face. And when I'm washing, I move my fingers in little circles to really cleanse all my pores. The Ordinary's cleanser is nice and lightweight, but because it's not oil-free, it does feel a little bit slick when I'm washing. The cleanser also doesn't really lather up, so it just kind of stays in liquid form the whole time while you're washing your face. I personally like it when my facial cleanser foam foams up a little bit, but that's okay, and it still feels pretty good. After I'm done cleansing, it's time to rinse all of it off. The cleanser washes off pretty easily, and then I pat my face dry. Now that my face is dry, it's time to apply the Ordinary's Mineral UV Filter SPF Moisturizer. When I put the moisturizer on hand, it feels really rich and really thick, just like how I like my one. But when I put it on my face, it seems like there's this white film that kind of covers my skin, and it doesn't really absorb correctly. To me, the moisturizer is leaving a white film on my face, and my skin color looks a little bit off, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. Keep in mind that this is the SPF 15 version, and while I haven't tried the SPF 30 or the SPF 45, I can only imagine that the white film effect will get even worse the higher you go up. This moisturizer is pretty heavy and pretty greasy, and that's just asking for clogged pores down the road. Next up, we're going to review the products from Flex Skincare, and just like before, we're going to start with the headband so my hair doesn't get in my eyes. I'm going to start by rinsing my face with warm water, and then I'm going to apply the cleanser to my hands and start rubbing that into my skin. Because the cleanser from Flex Skincare is oil-free, it feels a lot better on my skin when I'm washing because it doesn't feel as greasy. And as a bonus, it lathers and foams up pretty nicely, which I'm a fan of because it makes me feel like I'm getting a better clean. The Flex Skincare cleanser is really lightweight and it rinses off really easily. Now that our face is washed, it's time to pat it dry and apply the moisturizer. To put on the Daily Boost moisturizer, we're just going to take one pump. But the best part about the pump system is that all you have to do is press it one time and you get the perfect amount instead of guessing how much you need to put on your face. After rubbing it in, my skin absorbs the Flex Skincare moisturizer a lot better than the Ordinary's because it's a lot less greasy and a lot less oily. And the best part is that there's no white film on my face after I put it on. Obviously, all the products have their own pros and cons, but I was pretty satisfied with all of them. But the only one that I didn't really like was the moisturizer from the Ordinary because it just felt like there's a film on my face and it felt really greasy and it was also really hard to wash off. Actually, after I washed my hands with the Ordinary's moisturizer on them, this is what the sink looked like. In terms of the two cleansers, I liked both of them, but for me personally, the Flex Skincare one worked better for me because I have combination skin and the oil-free properties of that really made a difference. As for the moisturizers, I definitely like the Flex Skincare one more because it's lightweight and it actually absorbed into my skin. The only thing is when I'm wearing it all day and I do something strenuous like playing tennis or working out, then it gets into my eyes and it kind of stings, but that kind of goes for any kind of SPF. But overall, in my opinion, and keep in mind this is coming from someone with really sensitive and combination skin, the products from Flex Skincare worked a lot better for me because they were a lot easier to wash off, they absorbed into my skin, and the oil-free properties really made a difference. The Ordinary's products are still good, but they definitely left me more oily, and for the moisturizer, it definitely took a lot more time and effort to wash that thing off. But there's a lot of positive things to say about both the Ordinary and Flex Skincare. Both brands put antioxidants in their products, and for the moisturizers, they both come with UVA and UVB protection. On top of that, they're also both sulfate, paraben, cruelty, and gluten-free. It mainly comes down to what kind of skin you have and what kind of product does your skin need. Now, because this is also a personal finance channel, we have to talk about the value standpoint of these products. The Ordinary sells their cleanser for $7.90 for a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle, and that comes out to about $4.65 per ounce. On the other hand, Flex Skincare sells their cleanser for $20 for a 4 ounce bottle, and that comes out to $5 per ounce. The Ordinary sells their Mineral UV Moisturizer for $8.90 for a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle, and that comes out to $5.24 per ounce. And finally, the Flex Skincare Daily Boost Moisturizer sells for $30 for a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle, and that comes out to $17.65 per ounce. When you look at the price per ounce for the cleansers, it's pretty comparable, but there's a big difference when you look at the moisturizers. For me, I know that the Flex Skincare products are more expensive, but after looking at the performance and the results, I'd rather pay a little bit more for something I know I'm gonna like and something that's gonna work for my skin instead of something that makes me a little more oily. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I've been into skincare since I was 11 or 12 years old, but for good reason. You should care about your skin, and it's important to care. When you take good care of your skin, not only do you look better, but you also appear more healthy, you look like you have good hygiene, and it looks like you have a healthy lifestyle. You wouldn't want to walk into like a job interview, a first date, or an important meeting with bad skin, because that sends subliminal messages that this guy doesn't take care of himself. When you care about grooming and you care about skincare, that just adds to your overall well-being, and you look like you care about yourself, and you look a lot more confident. And honestly, confidence is the key to chasing down anything that you want in life. Because when you feel confident in here, you'll be confident out there. Looking good is one thing, but feeling good is a whole other level that will carry into every other aspect of your life. Even though the products from Flex Skincare are a little more expensive, I see the value in paying a little more and investing in skincare. Like I said earlier, I think it's way more worth to pay a little bit more money for something that you really like instead of paying less money for something that you don't like as much. Personal finance isn't just about saving all your money, but it's also about spending your money on things that bring you value and add to your life. Whether that's a haircut, or a watch, or a computer, or a chair, you should treat skincare the same way. You can't put a price tag on confidence and feeling good, and and for that reason, I don't mind paying a little bit more money for better skincare products. While we just talked about the cleansers and the daytime moisturizers from each brand, I use the full collection from Flex Skincare because that works for me. And in my opinion, paying a little bit more money for something that's gonna make you look good and feel good is a no-brainer. But I want to give a big thank you to Flex Skincare for sending me these products and for also sending me the products from The Ordinary. And if you want to check out Flex Skincare, then click the link down in the description so you can look at the products. But I hope you enjoyed this review and comparison of The Ordinary and Flex Skincare. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button because I would really appreciate it, and it really helps me and my channel out with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to see more content from me in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. On this channel, we talk about all things personal finance with a side of style, and we talk about how you can maximize your money for your life. But thank you so much for watching, and make sure you stay financially fashionable.